Great day out there today. Got most of the game plan in for the week at this point. A couple specialty things, field zones to do tomorrow. But the last day of hitting, full speed for us for the week. I thought the players came out with excellent energy on the field, and we're flying around pretty good today. We do have probably too many things to clean up still. I think our execution is not where it needs to be, but that's what we'll have to get corrected for tomorrow, along with putting in the things that we haven't not had in yet. Questions?
Kyle, when you talk about execution, is it normal because of how much was put in, or was it just kind of behind where you usually are at this point in the week?
I don't know. I would never want that to be normal, because I think we need to execute a lot better. So I don't think it's normal. But I think what we experienced today a little bit is some of the growing pains of having a lot of young players who are having to learn a game plan in 1 week for the first time, and that's a very eye-opening experience, I think, for the players who are in their first and second year and have never had to be the starter, and maybe you're playing on special teams and have some role in offense and defense, and now you have Tuesday for first and second down, a Wednesday for red zone, third down, 2 minute, and then tomorrow goal line coming out and all the other field zones that you'll do. So I think they're starting to realize that there's a lot more involved than maybe what they thought. With the first game, you almost do it twice, and that catches a lot of the execution errors the second time around. But now that you're in the game week, you don't get to do it twice. You get to do it once, and tomorrow we got to clean it up and make sure that the plays we're going to run on Saturday, we're ready to run.
You get a sense that anything's different being at home for the first time, home opener?
I think the players are genuinely excited about it. I've heard some of the advanced numbers. It sounds like there's only less than 1,000 student tickets even left available, which is tremendous. Our students have done a great job over the last 9 years, every year getting better and better in terms of affecting the game. So I think there's a genuine excitement amongst our players about the opportunity to play in front of our fans and our family members that weren't able to get to California last week.
Kyle, what do you think about some of the new players getting that high-impact game experience that they had to go for 4.5 hours, where every play in that game is almost like a crucial play?
Yeah, there's no way to simulate it. In terms of a learning experience, the only way to do it is to get out there and do it. And when you do it against a quality opponent like we had to, it's even better. So I think all those experiences from the first game are going to serve us well going forward.
I know you only played a few freshmen last week. Are you looking to get more of them maybe involved this week?
I mean, the freshmen, the players on the team, regardless of year, that will play will be the ones that earn the opportunity to play. And that's the only way I think about it as we enter the game. I do think as the year goes on, my anticipation is that some of these younger players are going to get better and they're going to earn the right to play. So I would hope as the year goes on, we'll play more and more.
What have you seen from Darryl Stevenson and Al Page playing nose tackle now, probably having a bigger role this weekend?
It's probably two different conversations, because Darryl had some opportunities last week in the game, and we thought he fared very well. And we were excited about how hard he played in that competition. And I think he's had a good week so far. And I think for Al, this has been an opportunity for him to move his way up the depth chart. And I think he's trying to take advantage of it in practice. And now, if he gets the opportunity in the game, that's really where he's going to get the chance to earn the reps as we go forward in the season.
What does it say about a kid who had 3 ACL injuries and he played 60 snaps, came back and gave you what he did the other night?
It's a tremendous testament to how tough David is. He is as tough a player as we have in our program. He has never mentally left the program. He's always stayed in it, even last year, helping make scouting reports for the other defensive players that were playing in the games. He always found a way to make himself very valuable, and I think I might have said it last week, I don't know that anybody's happier for him than I am, because I've watched him through this whole process.
Oh, there have been some suggestions they may play 3 quarterbacks. Is that pose any particular problem for you?
I don't know that. I don't know enough about the third one, I guess, would be my answer. I think the first 2 are going to present some challenges for us. And like I said, they do a lot on offense schematically, and it's a lot to get prepared for in 1 week. I think our defensive players are getting more and more locked in as we go, but their team will certainly do it a lot better than our scout team will do it and execute it better. So I don't know enough about the third guy yet to say that, but the unknown there's always a possibility.
Kyle, I know it was kind of a hard game to evaluate the secondary because of Fresno State's bubble screens, offense and stuff, but a lot of coaches say the big jump, one of the biggest jumps is between the first game and the second game. Are you looking for a big jump out of your secondary coverage-wise? There was a pretty big question mark coming into the year.
I don't know that I was disappointed in our secondary from a coverage standpoint. I thought just defensively we could have tackled better. And had we tackled better, we could have eliminated a fair amount of those plays. You know, we weren't challenged as much down the field as maybe I anticipated we would be early in the game, in the first game. So I think they're going to challenge us this week down the field. I think they're going to take shots, and I think we need to execute. I think the team as a whole, we should see improvement from game 1 to game 2. I think you would hope every week you would get a little bit better, and in the beginning of the season, I think you probably have more room to grow than maybe a little bit later.
Got time for 2 more. Kyle, how's Steve Longer developing so far as like quarterbacking defense?
Steve's had a very steady progress since stepping in there in the middle, and I think the more he does it, the better he'll get at it. He'll become a better communicator. Things will come more easily to him. Checks will come faster to him, and when all that stuff happens faster for him, he's able to get it out to everybody else a little bit quicker.
What about your safeties? I mean, there's been a lot made about the corners and, you know, getting off the blocks and making it. But how did the safeties, did you see, provide help in that situation?
I think Jeremy and Lorenzo and TJ, those guys did a good job. And just by virtue of where they play, they're not necessarily the first people to the ball. You know, so they weren't in the same situations that maybe some of the underneath players in the corners were.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, guys.